Thank you for tuning into my videos. To support the channel and unlock exclusive perks, you can join us on YouTube channel membership and Patreon. Follow the links in the video description below. Select your level of support and help keep the content coming. This channel exists because of the support we have from fans just like you. Thanks and enjoy the video. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points. I think this is a first time clash here, Xenos versus Chaos. So it's Leviathan Tyranids against the Alpha Legion Chaos Space Marines. I'm going to run the Tyranids here in this game, continuing on with this list, but watching this list to see how it gets on, see if there's room for improvement, units to swap out, new units to add going forwards as we start our new season 13. And really the same for the Alpha Legion as well. Mike's going to run them. And we're watching that army as well to see what improvements can be made. Units to add in, units to take out, tactics, detachments, and so on. Experimental battles here. Without the constraints of the league, we have to fix our lists for that. Things now open. So an experimental battle for both of these factions. And bearing in mind, Alpha Legion did well. They finished 3rd place in the league. So they did do well, but always still room for improvement. So big thank you to everyone that supports us through membership and Patreon. I'm going to call out 5 names that have signed up recently to support us. So these are all Patreon supporters actually. Patreon's seen a bit of a surge recently. So that's Nathan Shields has joined us at gold level Patreon. Then bronze level Patreon, Greater Good Gamer. Then Quentin Recordon as well, bronze level Patreon. Dawn also joining us at bronze level Patreon. So you can support us through membership or on Patreon. There's different perks at the different tiers. Most join us at Aspect Warrior, that gives you access to all the bonus content that we create. But you're more than welcome to support us through Patreon as well. Some interesting perks, and they like the gold level Patronic dice that we use in our games. It's name the end credits and so on. And just a way of helping support us here on the channel. Without your help, we can't keep this content coming. So do support us if you can. Links in the video description below. So for the Tyranids, running the Synaptic Nexus detachment. I'm going to stick with that for a while. That's open for experimentation, but we'll run with that at the moment. We have a Tyranid Prime. And this is the latest points adjustment here, which has gone up a little bit. So this is bang on 2,000 points. We've just room for 1 enhancement being taken for this force, but regular Prime, no upgrades. Then taking the Hive Tyrants, the Typhon, Butcher of the 18th here. So running him. Taking Monstrous Lash Whip and Bone Sword, and then Tyrant Guard, 3 of those. And Synaptic Control is the enhancement, so -1 damage against him. Just him, not the whole unit, but him. Just to add another layer of protection. 2 units of Termagants across here, with Flash Borers, and then each squad has 1 Strangle Web in there as well. Tyranid Warriors, they'll go with the Prime. 6 of them taking the melee bioweapons option. Then I'll swing back over here. We have a Tyrannifex of Rupture Cannon, Then 2 Tyrannocytes, Tyranid drop pods. Each of those usually will carry a Screamer Killer, so there's 2 of those, Tartarus and Hades. Then the Norn Emissary, and then my infiltrating section of the army here. So you have Death Leaper, the character Lictor, 2 regular Lictors, and the Von Rhein's Leapers, 2 squads of 3 of those being taken. That's the list here for the Tyranids. So that's the list for the Tyranids. Commander and Sub-Commander have been allocated. So for the Tyranids, it's Midnight Miniatures, Tyranid player. So he's going to go on to Typhon here for this battle. Second in command, Dave Humphries, one of the Autarchs, a Tyranid player, and we're going to put him onto the Prime here as the second in command for this battle. We'll now take a look at the Alpha Legion, see what they have in their list. All right, so 2,000 points of Alpha Legion. This is 2,000 points on the nose here, so no room for any enhancements. Again, the latest points update from December for these. So, taking the Pact Bound Zealots detachment, we have a Warpsmith, and then a regular Chaos Lord, taking the Demon Hammer and Plasma Pistol. For him, it's Lord Whack-A-Mole, as he's become known. We have a Sorcerer in Terminator armor. It's not my ideal choice, but it's to fill out the points here. Then 2 squads of Havocs, 1 unit equipped with las cannons, the squad leader having a Power Fist and Plasma Gun. The other squad taking a Melter Gun and Power Fist on the squad leader. And then the rest taking the Havoc Reaper Chain Cannons. Whilst we're across this side, we have Shadowbane here, the Alpha Legion themed Land Raider, boasting the las cannons and Twin Heavy Bolter on that. A few other weapons running with that as well. Then 2 squads of 5 Terminators, 1 squad taking the Heavy Flamer, 1 squad taking the Auto Cannon option, mixed weapons in there, 1 squad taking 2 Power Fists and a Chain Fist, the other squad taking 3 Power Fists. Then Chaos Cultists, squad of 10. Then Venom Crawlers, 1, 2 and 3 of those. Massive fan of them, really like them, taking 3 of those. Then we've got the Lord Discordant across here, taking the Flamer option on him. Then Rhino, regular Rhino. Davy Jones Locker, as we've called it here, this themed Rhino, but it carries around 10 Chaos Chosen. The idea is that Chaos Lord will go with those inside the Rhino. So then for Pact Bound Zealots, you need to take marks of Chaos. Anything without a marker is Chaos Undivided. That's the Chosen, the Rhino. The Lord Discordant this time, I'm going to swap him over to that. I think the ability to reroll 1s, for example, would be useful for him in close combat. The Venom Crawlers, all Chaos Undivided as well. The Chaos Lord. And then Zinch for all the Terminator models. So the Terminator Sorcerer and the 2 Terminator units. And then the backline sort of firepower support units will all be Nurgle. So that's going to be the Warpsmith, the Cultists, both Havoc teams, and also Shadowbane, the Land Raider as well. So that's the list here for the Chaos Space Marines. I think this is a first time clash here, them against the Tyranids. It'll be fascinating to see how these 2 forces collide on the battlefield. Commander and Sub-Commander have been allocated. So the Commander, as one of the Phoenix Lords, is going to go on to Lord Comiscus here, the Lord Discordant, and that's going to be Louis Robinson for this one. And then Sub-Commander, which will be Lord Whack-A-Mole, the Chaos Lord. It's one of the new Autarchs that's just joined us. It's Bobo Bobsled, will be the second in command for this battle. So it's Chaos Lord Bob here for this game. We'll see how he gets on. So that's the list for the Alpha Legion. We'll now take a look at scenario and deployment next. So we have a scenario. It's called Burden of Trust. The mission rule is Stalwarts, and then Dawn of War for deployment. So Dawn of War runs across the board with a classic style. So orange dice marking the deployment zone for the Tyranids, the green dice marking the deployment zone for the Alpha Legion. There's 6 objectives on the board. Each of us has a home objective, which is coming 6 inches in. So this home objective here for the Tyranids. Across the other side behind the hillside there, or the rocks, is the home objective for the Chaos Space Marines. And 3 in no man's land. 1 here in the open. 1 just at the foot of that building, that's dead centre. And the other one, we've placed up here, but we can still measure from the base coming out 3 inches. So the height of it's not going to affect anything. It's just going to be counted at ground level. No problem. So 5 objectives on the board for stalwarts. That's for battle line units. You can still be in engagement range of enemy units, and you can still shoot whilst performing actions. A little bit extra flexibility for battle line units. I have 2 with the termagants, and then Mike has the cultists with the battle line keyword. So for Burden of Trust, turn 2 onwards, you get 4 points at the end of your command phase for each objective marker that you control outside of your deployment zones. The home objective won't count, but 4 points available for each of the other objectives on the board. And also at the end of your command phase, if you control an objective, you can select 1 unit on that objective to guard it. And then it's got to survive through to the end of the command phase in your next turn. And if it does that, you'll pick up 2 points per objective. You can do it on multiple objectives. So 1 unit, 1 objective, 1 unit on another, and so on. You can't multi-stack guarding units on the 1 objective though. So it's 1 unit per objective with the potential of picking up 2 bonus points each time one of those is held. So secure objectives in no man's land, potentially go after the opponent's objective, and then hold those objectives if possible to pick up the maximum number of points. For terrain, to clarify, craters 1 and 2, sealed buildings and containers, and then some obscuring here. So it's going to be this structure. We'll just go by the hard edge. Also this structure here, going by the hard edge, but not the gap in between or the walkways. This structure here, including that smaller piece. We'll also, just for fairness, that structure across there, this one, not the walkways in between, this one, that structure across there as well. There's some tank traps and barricades spread out across the table also. So that's terrain. Both of us are going to go for the random draw on secondaries. We'll now start alternating placing units on the board next. And just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So this is Battleground, this one's called, from gamemat.eu. 6x4 inch size, so I've marked the edge here with some pipes. You can get this one in 60x44 inches, which is perfect for your games of 10th edition 40k. You can also get it with the Nexus markings, edge markings on it as well, so you can choose your size and the layout on these mats. And they're also using the Rocky base set. That's these pieces, these larger pieces across here, the crater across the other side. That's all from the Rocky base set from them as well. So link for gamemat.eu in the video description below. You'll also find a discount code for 11% off across the store, and they are shipping worldwide. All right, so deployment's done for both sides. Dawn of War is a spread of units across the board. And it's pretty obvious there's good rewards for spreading out and going after all 3 of the No Man's Land objectives. This Tyranid army is built around going after No Man's Land objectives, so we have spread out a number of units. Hive Tyrant across here, squad of Gaunts. A little bit spare with these because the home objective is not as important in this battle. We're still going to maintain a presence on it. Tyranofex is here, as you can see in the distance, Mike's Land Raider, but it's going to be difficult enough for us to target because of that Nurgle stratagem where you can just shut down firepower at long range. But anyway, we've got to present some kind of threat. We have Lictors, 1 here, ready to pounce on the objective. Death Leaper, ready to go around to the central objective. But just not going too far ahead at this stage because Chaos Space Marines could hit out against us. And this Lictor up here, ready to run around upstairs for the other objective on the flank. Gaunts here, but just out of range of the objective. The Norn Emissary on the right-hand side, one of the last units to deploy with its eyes on this objective across here. And then we have 1 Rise Leapers, this one, just over 9 inches away from Mike's deployment zone. And the other one is just down here, again, just over 9 inches away from the edge of Mike's deployment zone. They're licking their lips here, looking at Chaos Cultists hiding behind those rocks. Then for reserves, each of the Screamer Killers going inside their Tyrannocyte drop pods, and then the Prime joining the Warriors, and they'll flank onto the table. So that's Tyranid deployment done. I've recruited 5 gold level Patreons to assist today. So we've got Travis and Jen, Tyranid players, and then we've used up, just that we cycle them around everyone evenly. There's a few spare. Here's the Sparks, usually an Eldar player, and Tau, but Xenos, that's good enough to join the ranks here to help us out. Ray Cross, another Xenos player. Longbow BB, again big into Xenos, and then Midnight Miniatures, who plays Tyranids. That's my 5 gold level Patreons to help us out with critical dice during the game. And then for the Alpha Legion, again a spread of units across the board. So 2 Venom Crawlers here. We're playing this as obscuring, so sheltering to a degree behind this. Chaos Cultists on the home objective. Inside the Rhino, that is the Chaos Chosen, joined by the Chaos Lord. 3rd Venom Crawler across here. Warpsmith, Land Raider. Inside the Land Raider is the 2 Havoc teams. Then flanking with the Lord Discordant, deep striking with the 2 Terminator squads, and then also going as an individual model there with the Chaos Sorcerer and Terminator army. Could be useful for helping to pick up secondaries. That is deployment done. Gold level Patreons for the Chaos Space Marines. We have Plumhammer. He plays Emperor's Children and Word Bearers. So, yeah, fits nicely. Michael German, Chaos Space Marine player. Joe Ashforth, Chaos Space Marine player, Red Corsairs. Chris Comiskey, who's the patron saint of this force. That's the model that he donated here, one of the Phoenix Lords, granting that model to the collection. So he's in. And then Home LN, one of the newer gold level Patreons as well. As of yet, we don't have allegiances for that gold level Patreon, so it's a mystery Patreon here on the side of the Alpha Legion. That fits all right.
Fits very well.
Fits perfectly, yeah. So that's deployment done. First or second? You probably want to go first. And so we're done.
There's a part of me wants to go second.
Okay.
Because you're going to have to move out on the objectives, expose, come closer.
Right. Yes, true.
But I also wouldn't mind getting a few pot shots off.
First. Yeah, okay. First time clash. We'll roll up to see who goes first. We'll let the dice decide for this one. Xenos Forever. It's a 6 each. Ooh. A 3. A 1. Tyranids will go first. Okay, we'll go on to turn 1. The Leviathan Tyranids will make the first move. Alright, so turn 1 here for the Tyranids. Some bold moves from them, bringing a lot of muscle onto the board straight away. Cull the Horde, which we can do with the Chaos Chosen, over 25 wounds in total in that unit, no problem. And they're on the board. I reckon it counts. They're inside transport, they're on the table, so I reckon that's possible, so that card's remained. Defense Stronghold was drawn, it has to go back, you can't do it on turn 1. That's the next card that was drawn is Containment. So that's performing actions on battlefield edges that are not your own battlefield edge. So the 2 flanks and the opponent's back line, and we've aimed towards that. It completes immediately. It's done the shooting phase. It's an action. You've got to be within 9 inches of that battlefield edge. If you do it, it's 3 points a time. So we're going to try and do it on 2 flanks at least to potentially pick up 6 points on turn 1, which would be useful enough. So Tyranids, like an instinct with them, just a cluster immediately, like barnacles on a boat, onto these flank objectives, to latch onto them and then to try and hold them here, but to go for the immediate grab to put pressure on the Chaos Space Marines. So declaring we're going to go for OC Control 15, 5 up, feel no pain. The Dawn Emissary is moved out onto its nest across here. That's going to be its objective for the battle. Put a marker on that objective just to symbolise that. Von Ryan's Leapers just tucking in, but just within 9 inches of the edge. They're going to perform an action there for containment. The Lictor's also moved up onto the objective just to back up our presence on that one. Across the other side, maybe if I zoom across the board, Von Ryan's Leapers have gone at 10 inches, sprinting across the board. They're a couple of inches away from the Chaos Cultists to go after those. Not moving on to the objective, just going to sit. Dropping in from reserve, we've committed both Screamer Killers in their drop pods immediately. Just landing some muscle on these objectives, so stacking up here. Just in front, in the shadows there is Death Leaper, which has moved around and claimed that central objective. Gaunts have moved up here just as a backup spare unit. Advancing roll of 4 for the Hive Tyrant, well and truly on the objective. The Lictors move around to back it up, and then Screamer Killer landing here. Now these can land on turn 1, that's the rules for the Tyranid Tyrannocyte, but they will not. The Screamer Killers are not allowed to charge, no, which is very frustrating, but they can't. They can land and shoot, or indeed perform actions, and that was one of the incentives to bring on the Tyrannocyte across here. I couldn't get other units across to this edge to perform that action. So instead we've dropped in here the Tyrannocyte, that's just within 9 inches, and that can perform the action on that flank. So that's movement done for the Tyranids. They've committed most of their force moving straight forwards onto all 3 of the no man's land objectives. We'll go on to the shooting phase next. Alright, so we'll do it. We'll see what Mike does. Going to fire the Rupture Cannon into the Land Raider, and pop goes the weasel. So, Toxic Miasma.
2d6 plus 12, wasn't it?
Oh, it's crazy, yeah. Potentially, pretty good.
Both hit, both wound.
Yeah.
2d6, or 1d6 plus 6 each, is it, or something?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Okay. It's a
12
shame.
wounds straight away, plus whatever your d6s are.
Yeah, the Rupture Cannon's dangerous enough. Right, so Mike's playing stratagem called Toxic Miasma, is it called?
It is Festering Miasma.
Festering Miasma. Okay, it's the Nurgle ability. It now means that I can only shoot that target if I'm in 18 inches. Obviously, I'm miles away. That just shuts down the firepower from this. And the way it's been positioned, I can't see anything else. So that's firepower from the Tyrannofex finished. No shooting here. May as well fire these 2. So we'll do a Screamer Killer into those cultists over there. We'll go after, well, they're in range just about range 18. The Bioplasmic Scream. So d6 plus 3, so that's 4 shots. Plus 3, plus 2 for the size of a unit. 4s. For Synaptic Nexus, we have selected the 5+ invulnerable save option for us. 2s to wound. So 5 wounds to come through. These are -2. So 5 saves of 6+ with cover.
No. There's 6 up save.
Oh, 5 dead then.
Yeah.
That might work to Mike's advantage because he can remove models that are closer to me.
Yeah, I don't know where to.
I was hoping not to have killed so many, which is a statement you wouldn't hear from Tyranids very often. Yeah, he'll remove from there. It's going to make it a bit more of a stretch for the Von Ryan's Leapers. Okay. And we finished shooting phase. There's a bit of firepower here coming from the Hive Tyrant, Strangleform Cannon being used, and no damage coming through. It was 2 wounds actually caused, 2 saves passed on the Venom Crawler, went after that. And that's it, no other firepower available here for the Tyranids. So we're going to charges next. Really, it's just the Von Ryan's Leapers. Right, so Von Ryan's Leapers going, we'll zoom in here so you can see. In they go. So their charge goes ahead. They've managed to contact both the Rhino and the Cultists. 2 of them can fight the Cultists, so I'll do these 12 attacks. See if we can finish them off. The squad's half destroyed. 6 attacks and in 3s. And we 3s. Come on. 6. And you're 6 up save?
Yeah.
That's going to kill them. I think because we're OP -1. We are. Strength 5. Well done, Leapers. And then we'll try and scratch the side of the Rhino. See if anyone's at home. They've all hit. Oh, their claws. They're trying to prise open the back door. And 2 wounds go through. OP -1.
2?
2, yeah.
4 ups.
Ah, the armor holds. Okay. All right. So target destroyed. The Chaos Cultists have been made into pack lunch. So end of turn and points going through. Mike attacked back to the Rhino and caused a wound. Actually, one of Von Ryan's Leapers. Points coming through is 6. Containment completed on both flanks. 3 points a time, so 6 points to 0. We've traded in with Cull the Horde to pick up an extra CP. That marks the end of the turn here for the Tyranids. Not too bad, off to a decent enough start. We'll see how the Chaos Space Marines respond. Alpha Legion turn 1 coming up next. Alright, so turn 1 here for the Alpha Legion. They're not going to let this carry on. They're going to react immediately. Smike's hurling himself into the fight here straight away. Got no choice. You can't sit there. You have to go for it. Usually turn 1 can be quite quiet for our games, but this one's going to kick off straight away. Alpha Legion going for an immediate counter-attack. At least on 2 flanks, or this flank, sorry, and the centre at least. Across here is more empty, but Mike has plenty of reserves, bear in mind, 2 units of Terminators, a flanking Lord Discordant as well. So he hasn't finished with this objective, but for now he's going to focus on 2, the middle and the right-hand side. So secondary is drawn, overwhelming force, I think that's destroying enemy units on objectives. So
1, 2, 3.
Loads, yeah, it fits in nicely. Assassination is the other. The only character that we have on the board at the moment is the Hive Tyrant, if Mike can reach him. If not, Mike can dump the card and gain the CP. Just going to call out 5 more supporters that have come through. That'll do for this game. It's all part of the 300 campaign. Looking for 300 extra supporters, or about 130 odd at the moment, which is great. Do join us if you can. We need your support and backing to keep the battle reports coming and push ahead with these new projects and start our Season 13 League. One more bronze level Patreon, that's Phil Marshall, one of the challenge players on the channel, has chipped in to help out. And then the rest are Aspect Warriors. Jared Reed, Lost, Nathan Colazzo, and Clevane. Those are Aspect Warriors that have joined us on channel membership. So to join the channel, follow the link below, or you can go to channel homepage, hit the join button and support us at whatever tier you wish. Most people are going for Aspect Warrior, just unlocks all the bonus content that we have. That's all here on YouTube, so the videos become unlocked and you can watch those, and then keep a lookout for the new channel membership content coming through. We've just filmed a new game with a new faction, so now's a great time to join and support us. So, Venom Crawler pushing out, it's going to lay down some firepower support, heading off towards the central objective. Another Venom Crawler across here, backing out of close combat after disembarking first with the Chaos Chosen that surged through here. Now they've moved far, disembarking 3, moving 6. They're all in a 4, 5 for advance, and they're still able to shoot and charge. They're nice and swift across the board. They can move as quick as any Tyranid on the table with their movement. So they're heading off in that direction to go for the central objective. They should chew for a lot of flesh, no problem. Disembarking with both of the Havoc teams to lay down firepower support. Land Raider positioned itself here, I think, to get away from the firepower from the turn effects across the other side of the board. And a Venom Crawler moving out in support as well. Warpsmith positioned across here. That's movement done. Shooting phase next.
And I'll hit with a 2 sustain.
Yeah, so we're in the middle of shooting phase here, or just started the shooting phase. All the Chaos Chosen across here, Chaos Lord. Firing into Death Leaper. He's down to 4 wounds here. It's plans for pistol shots coming through, of which one of them overheated and died. And then a couple of devastating wounds coming through from combi bolters. Yeah. And then Mike's rolling up here to wound with bolter hits. Yeah. 5s. Mike passed the Dark Pact, went for sustained hits. And 2 more wounds. No minus, take a 3-up save. Pass them both. All right, so interesting. We survive with the Death Leaper. For now, he's minutes away from death, but at least he's still standing at this stage. Yep. I thought I was safe until close combat, but no. Venom Crawler's in range. 12, yeah, to get past my lone operative.
And
Dark Pact.
Oh.
Of course you can. It's easy.
Yeah.
Whoa, on fire. Mike's dice have been brilliant so far using the Alpha Legion
so I'm going for it sustained on this one.
Sustained, yeah. That's what I'd do. So it's going to be 12 shots with their Excruciator cannons. They have 2 of them. And it'll be 4s because of stealth.
Yeah.
Mike's not using any Patreons yet. 6s are great. There's some coming through. You're in the 1s because he's Chaos Undivided.
So they miss 1, 2,
3 back in.
3. So
brilliant number of hits come through. Strength 6, I believe.
Yeah.
Toughness 6.
4s.
4 to wound. Yeah, it's pretty good. 7.
3, 6, 7.
Wow.
One.
-1. I think Mike's caught me. No, there's cover in between. So 3 ups. Ooh, that's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Alright, 2 damage each. It's gonna kill me unless I command reroll. Got plenty of CP. Yeah, no cover. We've checked cover and this. I'm not getting enough cover. Mike can see enough. All of my model with part of his. There's no cover, which means those 2 go through as well. That just takes command reroll out of the window. Definitely for slain. They're quick, them things. We were advised by viewers with the Venom Crawlers to start them on the board to get them shooting straight away. And we're seeing the benefit of that for sure. All right, so target destroyed. That just opens up the door a little bit more for... Oh, no. Opens up the door for you to get right through to him as well. Okay, it's going to be messy in the middle.
Which is why I've kept the 1 CP. I've also got the captain's...
-1 CP ability. Yeah, Mike really wants the Chaos Chosen to go in. He has the potential just to wreck both of these. Smash through the middle and take control of the centre of the board. But anyway, more shooting to come.
We'll go...
It's not overconfidence from the Tyranids. It's instinct, Mike. We had to go. We had to go forwards. It was like a twisting hunger in the stomach that drove us forwards. Can't help it, but it's led us into a nasty Chaos Space Marine counterpunch. Yeah.
So you can't drive past McDonald's without going into McDonald's.
Yeah, similar kind of. See, yeah, Mike goes through the same kind of troubles. Okay. Next one. Oh, lined up for more shooting. Yeah, go ahead. A mixture of targets available.
So what I might do is put him into here to try and soften
those up. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dark Pact once again.
Oh.
If you want to.
These scare me. I'm gonna have to. 5.
Goes off. So far, so good. 12 shots.
2, 4, 6.
Start Pact. If it goes ahead for Chaos Undivided, you get reroll 1s. It just makes nice, accurate firepower.
What's your toughness?
8.
8. So it might be best to go
Lethals.
Because I'd be winning on 5s.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go lethals.
Sure.
Okay.
3s to hit reroll in 1s.
Yep. Okay. So
2 go straight through. 5s to win.
5s to win.
It's 4.
-1 cover.
-1 bit of cover this time. So takes us to, or keeps us on 3 ups. And 1 goes through, which is going to be 2 damage. Knocking us down to 2 wounds left on one of the bodyguard models. Okay. And the 3rd Venom Crawler. Straight into this target here. No cover this time. Dark Pact goes off. Again, another 12 shots. That's like 36 shots. Accurate damage to firepower.
I'll go for lethal again.
Okay. Rerolling the 1s.
I'll take these 2s out.
Nice.
So 3 lethal this time. And 5s.
That were 2, 5 in total. 3 ups. 4 ups.
This time, yeah.
That's great. It's going to kill 1 and completely slay another as well. So that's 2 slain. There's useful shooting from the Venom Crawlers, no doubt about that. So 2 of those brought down. This has been effective firepower here from...
Yeah. And then the...
2 teams here, yeah.
Yeah, so the first team, the cannon ones, the Reaper chain cannons,
Yes.
are all going to go into the same unit again.
Same target. I'm just going to try and hose them
I'm
down.
hoping weight of dice.
Yeah. 16, 32. 32 shots with all of the with all of the Dakar.
I'll Dark Pact.
For lethals. Goes off on an 8. Fine.
Yeah, so right, this might have to be in a couple of batches.
Yeah, do 2 lots of 16 if you want.
3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, yeah.
Okay.
And there was no point in doing the exploding because the
Too
roll,
tough.
yeah. So 3s.
Oh, you're Nurgle, so 5s are going to pop you extras.
No. 5s would have popped me extras to explode.
Ah, gotcha.
I went for lethal, so.
I understand, yep.
And then.
5s to win. Yeah, strength 5. It's going to force some saves.
So that's the first batch of 2, 4, 6. Now these don't have an AP on them.
3 ups. Oh, please. One goes through, or enough to go through to kill the other one. Ouch. Well, that was worth doing. So that's the end of the bodyguard. On turn 1 comes the next 16 shots into the big man himself. No nonsense here from the Alpha Legion. They are the 3rd place team though, aren't they? So
yeah.
1 lethal. 5s to win.
Not as strong this time around, just a 4.
2 ups this time. Oh, you marked him. Come on, reroll. I mean, really, you're going to have to save it for other stuff. So, a wound taken, he will drop down to 9 wounds left. So much damage so early on here. Okay, confidence coming from the Chaos Space Brains.
I think I've put both of the melters in range, yeah.
Yeah, not forgetting, there's a melter gun shot coming through. It's from the squad leader.
Melter here, yeah.
Yeah.
So
1 shot, Nina 3.
Nina 3.
No. Okay. So Mike's New Year's resolution is not to split fire, right?
No.
We'll see. We'll see how long it lasts.
Just for this one.
Okay, right. So Las Cannon team, everything they have is going to go into the Hive Tyrant.
We'll dark pack this one as well. Goes off on an 11, and we're going to go for sustained on 5s.
Oh yes.
2.
Patronic kicking in.
Yes, this is where I'm going to come to now. Yeah. 2, 4, 4. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 shots.
And we're going to go to the new boy, Home LN.
Home LN, the mystery Patronic helper. If you're tuning in, let us know your faction allegiances.
Want to find out? We're looking 3s.
3s,
5s explode.
Well,
ooh. I think we might have a suspicion.
Okay.
Oh, that hurts.
3s to win. 2 wounds go through. It's down to the 4+ invulnerable saves now. This is important enough. I'm going to turn to Travis and Jen. They can share here, so we'll go for the Jen save. Oh, and now the Travis save. Haha, blocked. Survive and then revenge.
Plasma?
Plasma, yeah. In rapid, so it'll be 2 shots. Supercharge if you so wish.
Yep.
Okay, 2 shots then. In 3s.
Both go off, yeah.
5s to wound. Oh, 2 wounds.
Minus 3.
4 ups. Oh, 2 5s. And doesn't explode, okay. And then Mike's roll there doesn't explode or doesn't cause mortal wounds. Okay, down to the Land Raider.
Yeah.
Where to go with that? Mike's not killed quite enough, or quite as much as he'd hoped. Yeah, there's a dangerous Hive Tyrant still alive. So Land Raider's going to offload everything it has into the Hive Tyrant. It's the Assassination's card in place. It makes sense to try and bring him down.
Yeah, all dark packed.
Dark packed. Not this time.
Yeah, we'll go.
Straight 3 or
Straight
D3.
3. Straight 3. It's a vehicle. Vehicle monsters, straight 3.
So we're down to 13 wounds left. Shadowbane off to a shaky start. And is this important enough to draw upon another Patreon?
Yeah.
It is.
I'm going to go for
Michael Jamin?
Yeah.
Chaos Space Marine plan. Okay.
So these will go off now in 6s instead of 5s.
Okay.
4 Soul Shatter las cannons.
Oh, that's good shooting.
Yeah, it would have been better if it had went off.
Wow. 5 hits.
Yeah.
3s to wound. It's a really important roll, this one. Go! 2 make it through. And this is so important. I'm going to draw on a Patreon here. We've hit a real important bump in the road here. We'll go for... we'll go Midnight Miniatures here. It plays Tyranids. 4+ invulnerable saves. Really want to try and keep them alive. 1 goes through, and the command reroll's already been used. Ah! Ha! Hang on a second. He's like a captain. Is he not? Once per turn, 1 for any Tyranid unit within 12. One of the models with this ability can be targeted with a stratagem of 0 CP, even if another unit from your army has already benefited when targeted with that stratagem this phase. We reckon it's been FAQ'd that he can't. So we reckon we can't do it. You go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I think it has to specifically say the name of the stratagem, like the grenade stratagem or the fire overwatch stratagem.
You mean specifically say what?
So you can use the fire overwatch if it's already been used for 0 CP.
Yeah.
Grenade strat if it's been used. I think it has to specifically say the name of the stratagem.
Yeah, so what Mike's saying here, and we've checked with the update, is it has to specify in the entry what stratagem can be used again. For example, the bunker for the Space Marines, where it says using the Overwatch stratagem. I think that's the way it's working. So here, it doesn't state what stratagem I can use again. And if it doesn't state it, it means you can't use it. That's the update. So anyway, I can't do it, basically. Let us know what you think in the comment section below, but it can't be done. And then Mike rolled a 3, +1, then -1 because of his traits. It takes 3 wounds off, down to 6 left on the Hive Tyrant. So it could have been worse. Still got a bit of firepower to come. There's twin heavy bolter shots, 3 shots. 3s.
3s, yeah.
Yeah. So just keep that dice. 4 sustained. 1.
Yeah.
And it will be 6s to wound, rerollable.
You toughness 10, yeah?
Toughness 10, yeah. And we're linked. Got 1. -1 +1. Oof, passed just about. Combi bolter.
Combi bolter, yeah.
1 shot, right?
Oh, the combi weapon.
Combi weapon, sorry, yeah.
Yep. On a 4, yeah.
And a 6 will be needed. No. Havoc launcher, 3 shots. In 3s. Ooh, add 2 more in. And 6s to wound. This is the last of it here. And that's it. Firepower done from the Land Raider. Hive Tyrant survives. So, next bit is going to be interesting. Charges.
Yep.
Who's
Then
charging what?
Thor is going to charge both.
Is he?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Send him in. A 3. No.
No.
It won't make it to the second target. It's a 5, isn't it?
5, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, he's using it.
No.
No. This is the stressful flank here for Mike.
Tears. I'm going to have to re-roll it actually because I need to get in.
To make way for the others.
I'm going to have to.
Go. Capture these moments on camera here. 6, yeah. 5 needed. Mike's got 6. 7, sorry. So he goes in, rolls all the way around and base contact with both. Fine.
The reason I needed it was I was going to tank shot you.
Yes, I thought you might.
Yeah. But the dice let me down.
But you can't tank shot because you don't have the CP. All right, starving on CP, and he's not going to borrow any of mine. I'm not going to let him. The next charge. 6 or 7, maybe.
6 to get within an inch.
Yes.
Yeah.
6-inch charge. No pressure, and I'll not speak whilst you roll the dice. I could do the corrupted chant of 1 or 2, 1 or 2, but too late. It goes in on an 8. Okay. Yeah. Right, that charge goes ahead. And that's declared against both, so Mike can push the models in. But my Screamer Killer, I thought was safe. Mike's cleared a narrow path, but he has made it through.
Here. And
the Venom Crawler goes in against them as well. All right, plenty of charges going ahead. Any more? Anyone else across here wanting to go in?
Yeah, do you know what? I'll just...
It's not ideal. Send in the front unit.
Yeah,
it's a fight for the objective here. 6, they'll go in. All right, so Havocs with the deck of guns will charge into the drop pod here. All right, so as we push the models in across here, the charge has gone ahead, and Mike's been able to position the Captain and the 2 Power Fists onto the Screamer Killer. No guarantees of its destruction, but there is a chance for sure. Pick a combat. We could interrupt play.
That's why I'm going to start there.
You're going to start with him. All right, we'll do this combat. This is a key one here. Chance to rip out the heart. I don't say rip out the heart of the Tyranid force, but to rip out the units that are in the middle of the board, which would be important enough. So all the attacks are going to go into this, except the Chaos Lord and the 2 Power Fists. They're going to go... They're the only models, actually, that can go into the Screamer Killer. Okay, so...
And a 0 CP to reroll the wounds.
Yeah, that's the stratagem as... That will give you reroll the wound roll.
Yep, it
is only 1 CP.
Profane Seal.
Profane Seal, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Dark Pact. Goes off.
Goes off, so far so good.
Yep.
And now you're going to get reroll ones as well.
Yeah.
And you're going to kick off with Chance for Glory.
Yeah.
Which is going to give an extra attack. We'll start with Lord Whack-a-Mole, who has a reputation on the channel for getting a nice lot of hits. So, Demon Hammer, 5 attacks, +1, 6 attacks. 3's to hit rerolling ones, 6 is popping extra hits.
I'll do Sustained.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's Joe Ashforth.
Okay, Joe Ashforth. Chaos Space Screenplay plays Red Corsairs. Just 4. What if I rolled them on my Xenos dice? Yeah, not much better. Okay. 4 hits. Goes to damage 3. And your strength will be strength 8. +1, I believe. Strength 9. Toughness 9. Force to wound.
Reroll.
3 go through. Rolling ones for the stratagem. Yeah, just 3. AP -2. Could be more. Yes. With Chance for Glory. AP -3. Takes me to 5 up saves. I'd love to survive. Ray Cross. I'm annoyed that we've been counterpunched. Ray can do all the saves here. Save 1. So it's going to be 6 damage coming through. Oh, but you've got your Power Fists. Yeah. Dropping down to 4 wounds left. Okay. Power Fists, 4 attacks each. In 3s, rerolling ones. 6 is popping. Come on, Screamer Killer, survive this. Oh boy. It's good rolling. Take away those 2. Add 3 back in for sustained. Nice. 5s to wound. But rerollable. Oh, he's got loads, he's got 5. And the reroll. No more. Okay. Okay. -2 this time. 5 saves of 4+. Come on, Ray. Oh, thanks, Ray. And I'm even tempted to command reroll that one to give us a bit of survivability. Yeah, I'll command reroll. Careful, careful. We'll take the damage. So we'll drop down to 2 wounds left. Okay. And then we'll do the rest of the shreddy attacks against the Easter egg there in the middle. So 10 attacks with the 2 paired accursed weapons. 10 attacks in total. In 3s. Okay, these are twin linked anyway. It's going to be 5 to wound actually. Strength 5, toughness 9. 5 to wound, not bad. Are you rolling? He's got 5. These are -2. Actually, 3 go through. And they are damage 1. So dropping down to 7 wounds left on the Tyrannocyte. Accursed weapons, 20 attacks. In 3s. It's good potential for shredding. Rerolling ones for starters.
Right.
2, yeah. 2. Okay. And then we can go fishing now with the reroll for wounds. The cursed weapons are strength 5, so 5's to wound. And rerollable. We may well be able to pick up enough wounds here to actually bring this thing down. It'll be AP minus 2. There's another 2 down there. 7 so far. Plus the reroll. Another 7. 5 ups. Yeah, Mike's going to do it now. No, wait, we're dead. God, good shredding. Doesn't detonate. So I'm not going to interrupt play. Don't feel the need, the urge to save the CP for other tasty things. So Mike can roll on to more combats, yeah.
I'll do the Havocs, get them out of the way.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so
Power Fist in there.
3 attacks.
Dark Pacting. Not really.
Not really needed now.
Yeah, okay. 3s.
2. And then
5s.
Nope.
No. Okay.
And then there's just the close combat weapons, which is
probably 3 attacks each, yeah. So 12 attacks. So we've got resolved that attack across there. No damage coming through. The Venom Crawler over at Mike's home objective, and no damage coming through against the Von Ryan's Leapers. This one here we're going to capture. 6 attacks. Are you going to...
Yeah, 1.5.
Dark Pacting then. Goes off, no problem. And Lethals?
Yeah, hang on, I'll have lethals.
Lethal hits. 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. Reroll that one. Oh.
No.
Okay, sustained, yeah. Or lethal, sorry.
Lethal, yeah.
And then 5s to win. And another 1. Okay, so 2 come through. Block both. Oh, armor holds. Okay, so we'll fight back. We'll go with the Hive Tyrant here. So I'm going to play Irresistible Will for 0 CP as on the Hive Tyrant. That's going to give me real hit rolls of 1, real wound rolls of 1, but he's twin linked anyway, I believe, with his attacks. So 6 attacks with the Monstrous Bone Sword and Lash Whip. 2s. Reroll that one. Okay, so they've all hit. Strength 9.
Toughness 9.
4s. We're twin linked. Yeah, we are. Fully twin linked. It helps a little bit. I wonder if... no, it's not Devastating Wounds. Shame. But those go through. So 4 go through. These are AP minus 2. So 5 up save, 5 plus invulnerable save. Each one is damage 3. Hey! All goes through.
Yeah.
12 damage total. Doesn't blow up. Target destroyed. It will turn and crumbles, yeah. Cut down. And we're on the home objective, or on our flank objective. So good defense from it. It's been costly though. Damage taken. We'll press on to the other combats. They're not as significant. We'll get these results. They are significant. Okay, so we'll go for 10 attacks with the Screamer Killer. There's nothing I can do to give him any kind of help. So we'll just go straight onto attack scene. 3s. Come on. Good. 2s to wound. Chance here to rip through. Should be twin linked to say it every time we play, but 6 go through. 6 at AP minus 2. So 6 saves of 5 plus. Each one is damage 3. Chance to nibble on some chosen here. Yeah, we've got 4 of them. So we have eaten a chunk. So yeah, resolve the rest of the combats. Von Ryan's Leapers caused 1 wound across the other side. And then 1 model destroyed here by the Flensing Whips from the Tyrannocyte. So that's close combat done. This was a good turn up for us here. Killing some of the Chaos Chosen just with our 2 wounds. Remaining with the Screamer Killer. Tartarus and Hades remain on the board. So too does the Hive Tyrant. It's not all is going to according to plan. Tyranids still have some meat on the table for sure. We'll give you an update on the score at this stage. Yeah, so destroying enemy units and objectives. You get 3 points to the first one, 2 points to the next. Mike's done that by destroying the Death Leaper and the Bodyguard. Yep. Yeah, okay, 5 points come through. 5 points to 6. Tyranids in the lead just by a point. They are positioned on that objective across there quite well. We're on that objective there as well. It's not too bad. We have survived the counterattack. It's been costly enough. Models have been slain. Could have been a lot worse. So much to be thankful for. We're going to turn 2 for the Tyranids coming up next. So movement here for the Tyranids on their second turn. Still very early stages in this game. A lot has happened already. Marked for Death is the card in play, along with Extend Battle Lines. That's capturing no man's land objectives, which suits us fine. Marked for Death has gone on to the Land Raider, as then also onto the Warpsmith, who's tucked away over in that corner, and then the Venom Claw at the back, which is currently engaged with the Von Ryan's Leapers, but not too much threat against its existence on the board. We did play a bit unconventional. We did play Shadow in the Warp. Now I was trying to disrupt units on objectives, disrupt Overwatch from units as well, and units that failed. There was a possibility to use the Smothering Shadow, which I did use across here. These failed. Smothering Shadow on them, but only infuriatingly just the one mortal wound coming through. It's 6 dice, needing 3s. The potential there, I thought maybe to kill a couple of models, but it hasn't happened. Remaining close to combat, moving around to fight. Going into guard mode in the command phase here, picking up 4 points for that objective. 4 points across this side, a nice quiet side of the board with the Lorn Emissary. He's gone into guard mode as well to hopefully pick up bonus 2 points as well. Then the issue for us is mainly in the middle against the Chaos Chosen, Chaos Lord. I have too many resources available. Backed out of close combat with the Screamer Killer. Lined these up to shoot. Shifted across here. And there is an opening. It is the Land Raider, fouled Battle Shock. And that means Mike can't play the Festering Miasma stratagem. There is a clear chance that we can go for a shot against that. So then Northern Emissary's moved around, put some shots across here whilst he holds on to the objective. Von Ryan's Leapers, not much for them to do, just sort of idling around at this stage. Might be able to use them later on for secondaries. Remaining close combat across here may as well. If he'd busted morale, we actually would have snatched that objective and picked up 4 more points, but not quite. OC of 3, and then 1, 2, and 3 each for us. So just cancelling each other out across there for now. And the Lictor's moved across. It can fight 5 inches down, so 9-inch charge will put it into that combat there in the middle. And this Screamer Killer's pushed through the barricade across this direction. Maybe, just maybe, it can reach into close combat across there. And then finally Mike's play here, coming on 6 inches, arriving via Rapid Ingress for a CP. Here with the Lord Discordant turning up at this point in the game. That's movement done. Lots going on across the board, especially in this sector across here. A turn of opportunity for the Tyranids. We'll see how they do. The shooting phase coming up next. So we'll kick off with the Rupture Cannon across here. We'll put the Stinger Salvos across into the Chaos Chosen. Oh, I've got to use it. Look at this, just at the right time. The Longbow BB dice. We'll use him. Patronic dice, 2 shots with the Rupture Cannon going into the Land Raider. It's unlikely we'll get it, but the chance is there at least. The Rupture Cannon then heavy, but we've moved 2 shots and in 3s. Longbow BB says 2 5s. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, strength 18. It's going to be 3s to wound. Come on, reroll. Have to take the chance. Both go through. We've done our bit. AP -4 with cover, 5 up saves. Huge dice rolls if you want to call upon a friend.
I can blame. Oh,
yeah, blame someone. Blame Chris. Chris Comiskey, yeah, okay. 2 5 ups. Massive dice roll. Without both, you're gone.
Chris, if I feel this, it's your fault.
Ah, 6 and 5. Oh, you won't let that happen. Oh, the patron saint of the army says no. 6 and 5. Ah, the damage would have been 7 plus 12. Oh, could have got it. Never mind. Maybe next time. Good chance though. Great opportunity. But failed to put any further wounds on that Land Raider. So pressed on with shooting. Not too impressive. Stinger salvos across here. Firepower from these. All going in across here. Bringing down just one Chaos Chosen model. Then firepower came from this in close combat. Killed one of the Havocs. Fired across here into the las cannon team. Got 4 wounds. Might pass them all anyway, so blocked them all. The only bit of firepower left for us is the Norn Emissary. It's going to put 2 shots into the Venom Crawler, so we'll do that now. So 2 shots in 2s. We'll go for the Neuro Lance if we can hit, which we do. So coming in at strength 12. Come on. Oh, just the one goes through. -3. So 5 plus invulnerable save. Damage is d6. Oh, for 6. Nasty. Drop it down to 3 wounds left. Not too bad.
Yeah, still alive.
Okay, still alive. That's it. We're going to charges next. 7-inch charge across here. We're going to capture this. Come on. Oh, he likes it. Right, so we've got a Screamer. Screamer Killer's about to barge in here. Alright, so I've sent the gaunts in as well, just trying to flood the area, trying to shut these down as much as I can. I'll see if they survive. We've already declared this one here as a 9-inch charge for the Lictor. See if he can make it in. Come on. 8. Go. Just be careful here. He'd be handy to stick in that combat. Go on then. Come on, reroll. 8 again. How infuriating. Oh, okay, we'll press on. There's a few other charges, but missed opportunity of the Lictor. So Hive Tyrant's roll a 9. He could get a 9. He's gone all the way around the back. But still going in against these. We're rolling himself around that squad now. There's a little bit of a gap. So that's charges done. We did attempt to charge across here just on the off chance. Needed a 12, got an 11 with the Norn Emissary. I'd like to. There's a bit of a prize there just to try and finish off the Venom Crawler, but it hasn't gone ahead. So combat's next. Mike could interrupt play. No, for -1 CP on the Chaos Lord.
Battle shocked.
Battle shocked you are, right. Okay, we'll go into combat resolution next. All right, we'll go with that Screamer Killer though. We'll use up the last patch on here, Sparks. 10 attacks. Going to use going to use Irresistible Will for rerolling 1s. But it's Synapse unit from your own, but then you can then pick a friend, yeah. Yeah, Irresistible Will is not going to work. It's the ranges doesn't work out, so it's fine. So we're going to go for 10 attacks then with Sparks. Just going to have to roll the dice as they come. So we're looking at 3s. It's really important for us. And we're off to a good start. Then we're going to go for 2s. All right. Well. AP -2. 2 Screamer Killers working together. Tartarus and Hades here on the board. And we're looking at 8. You could do 4 before you start getting to the invuln save for your Chaos Lord.
-2, yeah?
Yeah, -2. 5 ups to block. No. Bodyguard stripped away. 4 plus invulnerable saves on Mr. Whack-A-Mole. 2 go through. That's 6 damage. Come on, reroll.
Can't.
Can't, because you're battle shocked. We've got him. All right, target destroyed. Ouch. So just before the model's removed from play, we'll just zoom in just to capture the flavour of this one. But there it is. That's where the fight was, backed up against this container, surrounded by Tyranids, trying to keep them away, but sandwiched by 2 Screamer Killers. What a way to go. But Chaos Chosen and their Chaos Lord removed from play. So that's gone well for us. Central objective's now been taken. We'll go with the Hive Tyrant. We'll do his attacks next. Hey, you can once per turn. Yeah. So I'll 0 CP. I'll do Irresistible Will on himself. These synapses in range. I'll put it on that unit. So it's going to be 2s, rerolling 1s. That's where the stratagem helps out. So we've got 6 out of 6. We're going to try and wound here on Strength 9. Synapse now gives us +1 strength. Strength 10. 2s to wound. Rerolling. Goes through. Keep thinking it's devastating wounds. I think that's not him, sadly. But anyway, 6 saves at -2. Have a chance for a wipeout here.
Yep.
Yeah, I got him. All right. Yeah, damage 3 each time. Havoc's removed from play. So I have gone ahead and pushed into combat. Now there is danger. There's a power fist there, but I'm trying to shut down that unit for next turn. That's the main combat's resolve. We'll press on with the others. I think it's Von Ryan's Leapers. They get fights first. They'll get to chip away before the Venom Crawler strikes them. So as Mike fighting back, no damage coming through against the Hive Tyrant. And the Von Ryan's Leapers caused 2 wounds. And then we lost a model in return, so that combat continues on. That's end of turn here. Tyranids have cleared out the middle. That's been the most significant part of the turn. Points going through for them. 8 points for the control of 2 primaries in the command phase. Potential of 4 more points coming through if we can hold on to and guard each of those flank objectives. And 5 points for extend battle lines. We've dumped Marked for Death, so that takes us to 19 points. 19 points to 5 at this stage. Tyranids are ahead. Chaos Space Marines have a turn in hand. Damage has been heavy enough against them. Mike does have 2 tough units of Terminators to bring in, which haven't arrived yet. We're going to turn 2 for the Chaos Space Marines next. So turn 2 for the Chaos Space Marines, just when I thought perhaps we're edging towards doing enough damage. The Terminators, I think, are going to make a big difference in this game. Engage in all fronts, that's Table Quarters, and Storm Hostile Objective. Snatch one of these objectives, currently being held by the Tyranids. There's options to do that. This combat continues. Just leaving him or her over there. Too much to deal with, too strong. Mike's going to continue to focus on these 2, and now potentially the Tyranid home objective as well. So Venom Crawler moves around onto the central objective. Lord Discordant pushing up, landing here with the Terminator Sorcerer. Backing out of close combat, Warpsmith. Oh, can he put some wounds on?
Oh yes, I'll do that now.
D3 for a wound up to 14, and he'll now bless that as well, giving it +1 to the hit rolls. And really, those forces by themselves may well be struggling, but the Terminators arriving just at the right time. This squad's turned up here. I knew there was a gap, but I couldn't cover it as they've turned up just here. A major threat towards this flank objective and our home objective. Not so safe here. There's a major gap across here. These have turned up. And with the resources I have, it's going to be hard to try and deal with these. So there's trouble now in amongst the back lines for the Tyranids. We are a bit glass hammer. If Mike has a good round, this Tyranid army could shrivel up quite quickly. If what?
He has a good round.
If you have a good round, yeah. Okay.
Yes. Right, so the Sorcerer is actually going to point.
Yes, at him, yeah, okay. So you've pointed him.
And it 12 inches invisible. The roll a d6. On a 1, I suffer d3 mortal wounds. On a 2+, till the start of my next movement phase, each attack that targets that enemy, improve the AP by 1.
Right, yeah.
I roll a 1.
Oh, not so good a start. And another one. Okay. Anyway. All right.
I had the idea. You know, I thought the Phantom Caller might have.
So we're looking at the Sorcerer and potentially looking to swap him out for something else. Got an idea of what it could be. but you let us know what you think as well. There's we're looking to work on these lists here. These are lists that are quite well refined. We're quite happy with them thematically. Looking to potentially put either of these two armies in, both of them in quite early into the league. Quite happy with them. But there's tweaks, there's opportunities for changes and so on before lists are finalised. So looking at units to drop, units to add in, detachments to change, tactics to work on, and so on. Anyway, with that blunder from the sorcerer, he may well be going out. He's 80 points, so it could be used for something else. Now what's happening? A command point being spent.
My little warpsmith.
Yes.
Grenade.
Grenades? God. It's not cheating, but God. It's worth doing. Very useful. He carries grenades, actually.
My whole plan was just to kill stuff, but
6 dice in 4s.
even 4s.
Not bad at all. 4 wounds caused, dropping down to 2 wounds left on the Hive Tyrant.
Yep.
Good move.
Melted tendril, have you?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, what a moment that would be if you can bring him down.
Yep. Nurgle, I'm going to Dark Pact.
Okay. Oh no.
No, so D3. He won't die. 3. But he is down to 1.
One wound left. Supercharged plasma pistol.
No, it's a melted tendril.
Right.
It's a pistol, so it's 1 shot. So I need a 6 for sustained.
Right, okay, yeah. I guess you can do that, yeah.
Strength 8. 5s.
5 to win. Got it.
-4, so it'll be around 1.
No.
It's D3, so you could probably still live.
Yeah, yeah, go on in.
Oh, man.
A wound. Drop it down to 1 wound left. Okay. Tedious stuff. Yeah, because they're all pistol, so you can't fire the others. So keep going.
So Flamer Tendril, D6.
Oh.
Strength 3, so 6s.
Right.
Nothing.
And then plasma, you may as well just go for, you don't need to supercharge it.
No.
Missed. Okay, something else will have to kill him. Something else. Yeah, Venom Crawler across there. In combat, it's going to shoot. -1 to hit rolls into the one-rise leapers.
4s. Not Dark Pact then.
Not dark pacting, okay. -1's had quite an impact. Yeah, 5 do go through there. Or 5 hit at least.
3s.
3's to wound.
Ha!
Horrific. And then we'll try and block it, which we do. Oh, okay. Sorcerer's fired across here. No damage against the Screamer Killer. Lord Comiscus might be good against the Gaunts.
Yeah, that's what he was going to.
D6 plus 3, I think it is with him.
Yeah.
So 1, so 4 also hits. Some casualties, 3 casualties taken, you have a Venom Crawler shot into them and remove 3 from play.
What's your toughness?
3.
Yeah, so that's 4.
Minus
-1. 2 damage.
4 saves are 6 plus. Not 2. Okay. 2 more slay. Having to work hard for the damage coming through. That's him finished. And still got the Land Raider to go. Yeah. Still got the Terminators with their firepower. 3 shots across here. Going into the Hive Tyrant. Mike's going to try and fish for a 6. For a devastating wound.
So I need to hit you first.
4s.
4s.
1 in. 1 dice and in the 6.
Yeah.
No.
No. D6 only. Oh,
yeah, this is the Flamer now coming across.
No.
Nothing from them. Okay. Land Raiders declared its firepower. Last cannon's going across here. And then everything else to try and pick off the wound from the Hive Tyrant.
I'll
Dark Pact.
Yes.
7.
It goes off.
Is this a Patronic moment?
This is where I'm going to now. Plumhammer.
Plumhammer, yeah. Chaos Space Marine player. I think Plumhammer holds the record on the channel for the most factions that he He has. It's a broad array.
You can see the rating starting to get smaller as you're writing them.
So, looking for threes. Aye.
Twos.
Twos, because you're blessed. Oof. And then add one in as well. Oh, it's not so bad. 3 hits. Threes to wound.
Yeah. Threes to wound.
Dare I say it? Could it be fours? Yeah, fours to wound.
What are you,
Times 12. And it's 2 threes and a 1. Tough as boots. God, quite a duel between these two when we're able to see each other. Heavy bolter next, 3 shots. All hit the Hive Tyrant. 6 to wound, rerollable. Nothing. Got him twice. -1 at 2 saves of 3+. Oh! 0. Use a command reroll.
You have to use the command reroll because I'm turn 2. I'm taking the second. No.
It's per turn.
Per turn, yeah.
Your turn, my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, you got him. There's a block. Yeah, I take him off. He's finally gone. He's stuck around longer than he should have.
Yes.
Okay. I have Tyrant removed from play. Butcher of the 18th, as marked up here by this guardsman. Great model, love the plastic Hive Tyrant, but he has been destroyed, finally succumbing to Chaos Space Marine.
Just means I'm keeping CP because I was going to tank shock him.
Tank shock him. So right, crush him under the treads, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think firepower's mostly finished, perhaps some firepower from here, and that's pretty much it. Not shooting. Mike doesn't want to reduce the charge range, in which case it's just pure, unadulterated 9-inch charges for the Terminators, plus other charges going in. Camiscus.
6 needed?
Yeah, go ahead.
These stress me out more than 9 inches.
6-inch charge. No problem. Oh, snake eyes. Come on, reroll. 7. He limps in. Just about making it into close combat. Can't tank shock with him, which is annoying. It's not a vehicle. It's classed as cavalry or walker.
It wouldn't matter. I had no CPs left.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had to use the...
Come on, reroll, yeah, okay. But in he goes. Now, we've marked him as Chaos Undivided, because I like the ideas of getting to reroll your ones and using a stratagem where you can reroll your wound rolls as well. Could be useful on him. See if it works. 9-inch charge.
Yeah.
Into the Lictor. This is a game-altering moment, potentially. Do we hold our objective, or we might cleanse it?
Oh.
No. 6. Do you want to do this one? Yeah. It's another pure 9-inch charge. That does go ahead. 9 needed and 9 he got. Well done. Okay, the other Venom Crawler, the one that's nearly destroyed, does go into close combat. Just try and take on the Screamer Killer. Terminator's moving in. Combat's to resolve next. So, I can't interrupt. We'll resolve Camiscus and his attacks against Screamer Killer. Surely he's not strong enough to bring this thing down, but we'll see. Dark Pact is the first step.
Yeah. Oh, scurry, but yes.
It goes off, needing a 6. God, that's close. Okay, first up is the Impaler Chainglaive. So you got 4 attacks, needing 2s. Rerolling 1s, and there it is. That's why we've gone undivided, and it's a full house. So 4 hits do come through. So you're going to be strength 6, so it's 5s to wound, but lance, so 4s to wound.
4s, yeah.
2 go through, -2, it's 2 4-ups, blocked both. Oh, Screamer Killer, I'm going to turn around and jump him. Extra attacks with the bladed limbs, another 4 attacks. Needing 3s, rerolling 1s. And sustained, or lethal, whichever one you're going to go for. It's 3s, you have to take one off. Yeah, it's 3s with that one. Yeah. And this is not lance, this will be 5s. Nothing. And that's it. Okay. The Venom Crawler of 6 attacks. Needing 3s. Yeah, Mike's not going to Dark Pact because he's only got 3 wounds left. A wound comes through, -1. And blocked. Okay. So, resolved, target destroyed, easily, diced to pieces. Dark Pack failed though, and dropping down a wound, but target destroyed and my home objective taken. That's a real good result. I should do the Von Ryan's Leapers. They attack first, they get fights first, so I'll do those, a bit out of sync, but it doesn't really make any difference. Sorry, one of them's been slain, isn't it? 3s. 5s. Another 4 saves. 4 saves at -1. Nibbling away. 3 more go through, dropping down to 3 wounds left. Good work from them. Okay, Screamer Killer. I'll go against the Lord Discordant. 3s. Followed by 3s, I would imagine.
Toughness 9.
Toughness 9, yeah. It's not bad though. 6. 6 at -2. 6 saves of 4+. Could hurt.
A lot.
It is gonna hurt. Oh no, 15 damage. Little Discordant crumbles here. Does he blow up? I don't think he's a walker. Right, okay. Lord Discordant's gone. Now, Screamer Killers are on fire in this game. Tartarus and Hades are shredding. So, we resolved that combat across there. I lost a model, and we've seen Mike's wounds coming through, down to 3 wounds left. Okay, combats are resolved. Give an update on the score. So, end of turn points coming through. Tyranids did get their extra 4 points in the end, boosting us to 23. Nothing for primaries for the Chaos Space Marines. That could change later in the game. This is strong. This is good across here. But Tyranids, look, they're still in control of all 3 of the No Man's Land objectives. So that's going to really help them next turn. It's going to be 12 points coming through for them as we go into the middle stage of the game. And then 2 points for engaging on fronts for the Chaos Space Marines, 4 points for Storm Hostile Objective. Yeah, so 6 points on secondaries, taking them to 11 points. 23 points to 11. Tyranid points are ahead, and they're about to surge again. The policy of going for the early grab for No Man's Land objectives is good if you can do it. Tyranids have done it with infiltrator units backed up by deep strikers, other units moving forwards rapidly, and it's meant they've been able to cash in on points quickly in this battle. Press on, Tyranid turn 3 next. Alright, so turn 3 for the Tyranids. Still got assets on the board here. Secure No Man's Land, which suits us. So alright, we're going after these No Man's Land objectives. Defend Strongholds, the other one. We're going to try and rescue the situation across here. Do you know what, Mike? If we do well here, we could end up trying to go for that by clearing it out. So we've left both those cards. Screamer Killer's turn around, just 2 wounds left. We'll try and get the first strike. Shifting back from where we came from, just 9 inches straight back across. Here, anticipating that Mike's going to shut down firepower against the Land Raider. We have moved the Tyrannocyte through just to block to some degree. Screamer Killer remains in close combat. Gaunts have tucked in to try and get some OC on that objective. We didn't control that one. It's contested. 3 OC each. We did have that one. Did have the one across here for 8 points coming through. Lictor has then darted off in this direction. He's seen a character that he can try and ambush. And then the Von Ryan's Leapers rolled a 5. So they've bounded across the board and tucked behind the terrain, perhaps for useful secondaries later on. And the non-simulator, quite a quiet game for that, but it's done its job. Shifted and gone around and got this side of the terrain to lend some firepower support. That is movement done. Shooting phase next. So firepower from here, here, all going into the Terminators. It's just knocking the wounds down. One model slain, 1 wound left on another model, forcing 2 battle shocks. The first one roll was failed, so battle shocks now on the unit as well. Stinger salvos from here going into those. Also, 1 casualty caused, 2 damage coming through against the Havocs there. That was firepower coming from the Tyrannocyte. And yes, Rupture Cannon, shooting into close combat. It's not blast. It could see the Venom Crawler and took it down. 2 wounds successfully going through. So that's firepower finished. We're going to charges next. Alright, so charges taking place. Both of these have gone in. We're saying if this combat goes well for the Tyranids and they start to dominate this one, which they could do, depending on how well the Screamer Killer goes, that could be the game deciding moment potentially, because Tyranids have cleared much of this part of the board. They dominate 2 no man's land objectives. Lictor made its charge, rolling 11, so he's gone character hunting. Tyrannocyte's gone in to disrupt both the Land Raider and the Havocs, just ignoring the Terminators across here. And that's it. So, charges have gone ahead. We're going to combat resolution next.
There's 2 left. Yeah.
2 wounds left, yeah. So, 1 wound caused by the lone Von Ryan's Leaper that still fights on. We'll turn to this Lictor across here. We'll do his attacks against the character. Needing 2s. Needing 3s. Oh, we're all prone to it, Mike, you see. 1 save, -2.
4 plus.
4 plus. Goes through. 2 damage. Escaped that, though. Boy, oh boy. All right, so 2 wounds left. He survives. We'll keep going here for charges. We'll go to the Screamer Killer. 10 attacks. Needing 3s. It's okay. Strength is 10, 11. 2s to wound. All right. This is a huge roll here. -2. Those Terminators, each one is damaged 3. That's the great thing about the Screamer Killer, is the higher damage. 7 saves of 4 plus. And it's enough to break into 3 of them, which means there'll be 1 model left. It's a good enough result for sure. So models removed. We'll go with the Tyranid effects just on the off chance we can get you. We're nowhere near as good here. 4 attacks. 2 hits come through. No, weapon skill 3 plus. 3s to wound, strength 9. Just the 1 wound, and it's normal armor save of 2 plus. And pass. Right, 1 Terminator will survive. Right, this fight's not quite over yet. Attacks have been done across here by the infantry. I think Mike's just going to roll for the tank next. Name 4s.
Oh, yeah. 4s, yeah.
Yeah. 5s. I think. 2 saves. And 1 goes through, so wound. And dropping down to 9 left. 2 opportunities. 1 Terminator left with shredding ability. Could take off enough wounds to destroy the Screamer Killer across here. 4 or 5 attacks. It's the paired accursed weapons.
5.
5 attacks. Dark Pact.
4. 5.
Go on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Dark Pact goes off on a 6. He's up for it. So lethals. Lethal, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 5 attacks, needing 3s.
2, 4, 5. Yeah.
And it's rerollable as well.
Lovely.
And 1 lethal does come through.
Yeah.
And you'll be fishing for 6s on 3 of those dice. And it's twin linked rerollable. So there's another 6 and fish for another 2. And these are -2. 2 4-ups. Oh, blocked both. That was the opportunity. Was an opportunity there. Okay, and then the sorcerer can fight back against that lictor as he tries to defend himself against the assailant.
4 attacks.
4 attacks.
No Dark Pact because I'll kill myself.
He fumbles here. Just the 1.
Strength 6.
Wound comes through.
-1.
Got him. 2 damage. D3 perhaps. D3. For 1. So that marks the end of the turn. Defend Stronghold is kicking in for us here. We've got enough OC now on this objective to do it. So these monsters will attempt to hold against the lone Terminator. If Mike spends a CP at Slanesh, you could return a model to play if it's worth it. Points coming through for us. 8 points for primaries. 5 points for secure no man's land. Defend Stronghold potentially coming through later on. 1 unit on guard across there over on that flank. 36 points to the Tyranids now. 11 points to the Alpha Legion. We'll press on to their turn 3. Perhaps the game slipping away from them. We'll see how they attempt to recover here on their 3rd turn. Alright, so turn 3 for the Chaos Space Marines. We're going to call it at this point here. I reckon there's no way the Chaos Space Marines can recover. There's a couple of moves that have been done. For example, the Terminators have had to advance to get to here, but that's just going to set them up for too late in the game. Spending a CP to recover a model is just not worth it. I reckon the Screamer Killer's going to go first and just destroy those there. Even if you destroy me, you've still got this here, throw C controls. It's not going to stop that from happening. It's going to be more points coming through. This flank's completely lost here. The non-assimilator, quite a game for that model, but it's done its job. It's been a sentinel on that objective, harvesting points. And then across here, there's Mike saying you can't deal with the Screamer Killers on this objective across here. And then the Killer Blow is across the other side. That is after Mike's move was completed. We've turned up here with the Prime and Tyranid Warriors, and I've just got in range to snatch the home objective away from the Chaos Space Marines as well. So it's domination on the board here by the Leviathan Tyranids, and they're going to go on to victory. Too many points coming through. The early points grab, we've seen it as a good philosophy coming through in multiple games. The Tyranids do it with their infiltrating units if they're able to hold those objectives, which they've mostly been able to do in this game, and therefore they've been able to reap enough points from where the Chaos Space Marines cannot recover. So food for thought for sure. Units of the game for both sides. Mr. Warpsmith. Okay.
It's the only one really done anything.
Yeah, he was busy throughout the battle, and a useful asset to have on the board. Blessing the Land Raider, restoring wounds. Some pistol firepower coming from him as well. I'm going to go for Screamer Killers. They excelled in this game, and Games Workshop have steadily reduced the points down at 145. It started at 180, but they're just gradually dropping down and down in points. If they can get their hits and their wounds, that damage 3 is dangerous to a lot of targets. It's dangerous to characters, dangerous to vehicles, dangerous to Terminators, and they're able to chew through a nice lot of targets here in this game. For example, 3 successful wounds going through against the Venom Crawlers just destroys them straight away. So good work there from the Screamer Killers, fighting to keep their place in the list. I think what helped the Tyranids was the early grab, but also reinforcing it immediately with the muscle just landing on the board straight away. Just put the Tyranids in the mix, giving them enough backbone to try and withstand that dangerous counterattack that came through. Able to weather it good enough, and then our own counterpunch coming through helped tip the game for the Tyranids. Plus a bit of cunning and infiltrators and sneaking about on the board helped to rake the points in. End of battle. Big thanks to, they've got a couple of silver level Patreons at the moment. It's Dumpy Grimbo and Brian Nielsen. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. Do support the channel if you can. As a reward, there's different perks. Most are going for Aspect Warrior level to unlock the bonus content available on the channel. So, end of game as we gear up. Well, we're in the new season, but we're gearing up towards these league battles. Xenos and Chaos sharpening their teeth, preparing themselves potentially for an onslaught of revenge from the Imperium, perhaps with new Imperial armies to arrive as well. So Xenos and Chaos beware. The Imperium seeks its revenge. But in this particular fight, the forces of the Tyranids prevail against the Chaos Space Marines. Great game. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.